Members of the Jolaoso, Adeyemi and Tifashe families from different generations, the old, young and not too old, converged in very impressive numbers to bid the late Chief Mrs. Theresa Oluyemisi Jolaoso, née Adeyemi, a glorious heartfelt final goodbye in the ancient city of Ibadan, Oyo State. Leading the dignitaries list is Prince Gboyega Tifashe from the royal family in Akure, Ondo State, who is married to the eldest daughter of Chief Mrs. Theresa Oluyemisi Jolaoso, née Adeyemi. Prince Gboyega Tifashe, a very successful businessman, leveraged on his very wide connections in the places that matter to move the leading players in the different spheres of life to give his mother-in-law a most befitting send-forth. The multi-legged events to celebrate the life and times of Chief Theresa Oluyemisi Jolaoso, née Adeyemi, began on Thursday, 1st of February 2024, with the service of songs. The first Bible reading was by Ayomide Adewumi Jolaoso. The second Bible reading was by Oladayo Damilare Jolaoso, while the third Bible reading was by Dara Tifashe. There were testimonies about the impact of the woman being celebrated by her daughter Busola and Mr. Abiodu Omotayo.
Growing up, she, especially having 4 girls, she knew she had her hands full. She needed to be stern, and she was stern. However, the minute we grew up and she knew that we were old enough to know our left from our right, she became a friend. I joke you not, our mother was a friend. We will sit down with mommy and gist with her. We could tell her anything. Mommy was selfless. She would do anything for anyone. She always had a kind word. I have never seen my mother. You tell her, oh, Lagbaja did this to me. Oh, Lagbaja is like this. Mommy will sit you down and she will start to tell you all the good things about that person. So I truly say thank you to everyone that came today to honor her. She was truly a man. And I say it not this because I'm not trying to say nice things about my mom. I'm telling you, my mom was a mom. A mother that any child would be proud of. And we're happy that she has gone to rest. I am sad, and so are my siblings. But the one thing that we hold on to dearly is that she has gone to a better place. Thank you, everyone.
Today, as we gather to honor the life of a remarkable woman, I stand here to celebrate the legacy of my mother, who gave me an unwavering love that shaped my life and the lives of many. Before the age of 6, she was auntie. But after a holiday in 1976, I became her son. It is like God knows what will happen because 3 years later, I lost my birth mother. Her sister, and I was already settled, and it was an easier adjustment for me than my other siblings who had to settle somewhere else. She embraced the role of a nurturer, teacher, and guided me instilling values that have been the cornerstone of my life. These values and teaching is what made me who I am today. As a dedicated teacher, you know she's a teacher. She didn't just impart knowledge, she embedded the values of hard work, self-sufficiency, and compassion into the lives of our students. Not just our students, but to most of the kids in the streets, on this Olusoya street, right? This is the benefit not just for us, like I said, as our children, but to many of the former students also. Some of them are here today. She taught us life lessons that made us successful adults by making impact in the lives of others like she did.
Others who testified about the great impact Mama had in their lives were Mrs. Okunwa, President, Christian Youth Association, St. Anne's Church, Ibadan, and Demola Odejimi. The sermon was preached by Reverend Samuel Aino, who also eulogized the Christian life of Chief Mrs. Theresa Oluyemisi Jolaoso, advising children and other family members to build on the rich legacy of the late matriarch of the family.
Lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìgbà láti máa lọ sílùú àìwòjọ́ báyìí láti bá ní kẹ́dùn láti kí àwọn ọmọ tí olóògbé láti kí wọn mọ́kàn Ọlọ́run á ṣe èyí tó dára tàbí bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ oríṣiríṣi ọ̀rọ̀ ìwàásù la máa ń sọ fún àwọn ẹni tí wọ́n bá sọ ẹnìkan wọn nù lójoojúmọ́ làwọn ènìyàn ń kú wọn sì padà wá mọ́ ṣùgbọ́n Jésù Kristi ṣe ìlérí ìyè tí kò ní pẹ̀kun fún àwọn tó bá gbà á gbọ́ nìkan kì í ṣe fún gbogbo ènìyàn fún àwọn tó bá gba Jésù Kristi gbọ́ nìyẹn ó ti fi condition sí that whosoever believe in me will forever live in my kingdom. That is the condition. Ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá gbà á gbọ́ ni a sì rí wípé àwọn ènìyàn lóde òní ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ló free sí ìfẹ́ ọkàn rẹ̀ wípé I can choose to believe Christ and I can choose not to believe him. I can choose to believe every other thing but not Christ. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kò sẹ́ni tó máa mú wá kò sì sọlọ́pàá tó máa mú èèyàn sí ṣùgbọ́n ìgbẹ̀yìn lójú fún irú àwọn ènìyàn bẹ́ẹ̀. Ó ṣeé ṣe kí wọ́n má ti mọ reality nísinsìnyí. Ó ṣeé ṣe kó dàbí pé à ń pa àlọ́ ìjàpá àti yánníbo. Ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tí àkókò bá dé tí olúkúlùkù yóò kọjú sí ìtẹ́ ìdájọ́ gbogbo wa la ó mọ òtítọ́ náà. Mo gbàdúrà wípé a ò ní jẹ́ adọ́run mọ òótọ́.
Venerable Segun Fadeyi prayed for all the children of Mama and other family members, the Jolaoso, Tifashe, and Adeyemi families. Tope Alabi, a leading gospel music icon and pace setter, closed the service of songs with very moving soul-lifting songs. The funeral service was held at St. Anne's Church, Molete, Ibadan, on Friday, 2nd of February 2024, as the choir of the church and congregation sang as the remains of Madam Theresa Oluyemisi Jolaoso, née Adeyemi, was moved into the church as the children and the family members followed. There were Bible readings, prayers, and a rendition of very moving songs by the choir of St. Anne's Church, Molete, Ibadan. The Christian Youth Association, of which Mama was matron and great supporter, also sang a special song in her honor and memory. To immortalize the name of Chief Mrs. Theresa Oluyemisi Jolaoso, née Adeyemi, her eldest daughter, Mrs. Yinka Tifashe, was inducted into the group to keep her name in perpetuity. The sermon was preached by Venerable Segun Faleye, who spoke extensively about the exemplary Christian life and God-fearing attitude of Chief Mrs. Theresa Oluyemisi Jolaoso, née Adeyemi.
I said it yesterday and 2 days ago that you can grieve, but you can't mourn her because she lived an impacted and fulfilled life, and she is going to be with another. It was Queen Elizabeth II of blessed memory who said, "Grief is the price you pay for love." Because you love her, you can grieve her. That's the price. And we are not mourning over her because she lived a good life. She lived a life that everybody could say, ìyá Ìjẹ̀bú mọ̀tà ọ̀gbẹ̀rẹ̀ ayé ṣeré. And now, just like everybody that retires and return home, and they are welcomed with fun and pageantry, she's been welcomed by the angels in heaven to the bosom of her Lord. When you too will retire from here, will you be welcomed back home? Let us bow our heads to pray.
There was a grand reception at the MOB 21 Event Center at Ring Road, Ibadan, where many more dignitaries joined the party, with Tolu Obi and Sir Shina Peters performing. From Biscayne Communication Global Media Network, we join other well-wishers across and beyond Nigeria to wish Chief Mrs. Theresa Oluyemisi Jolaoso, née Adeyemi, eternal rest in the hereafter.